Howdy my fellow hunker, we are back to another Woo-Wah video. The game is coming in the exact 7 more days, which is exact 1 more week, and it's here. But, well, we have problems. How do we play this game? How do you build it? Does it work like Genshin? No, I do not think so. So that's why today we will be taking a look at this video to see the explanation for the early meta takes. You know, the thing is, I heard a lot of people keep saying, oh, go get Verina, she's very strong. I don't know if that's true, but I guess we'll find out.
I've seen a lot of misinformation about some Wuthering Waves characters and some weird tier lists and meta takes without the
Verina
game even coming out. Today we're gonna go on a little journey. Well, it's not gonna take that much time to talk about the Wuthering Waves metas, and I have a problem with Verina, the character that everybody is saying, oh, she's the best, you have to...
Yeah, that's the exact same thing. I don't know what's up with Verina because I don't know how her kit looks like, and I have no idea how to use her because I haven't gotten myself in the game yet. But people keep saying, oh god, get Verina though, she's super strong, like you must. If you don't get her, reroll and try to get her right now. That's what I heard, but I was like, oh, well, why? Why would I want to do that?
To take it, you have to reroll for her, and I'm gonna give you the reasons and why there is some problems with that. We're gonna upload so much Wuthering Waves content in the future, so be sure to subscribe, and let's go. So let me start with this. Verina is the most recommended character to get and to prioritize in the game. She got some good heals and things like that, but that's not the important thing in her kit. People say that you must reroll for her because she has a very good attack boost, which
when using heavy attack star flower blooms, resonance liberation, arboreal flourish, or outro skill blossom, the attack of characters in the team is increased by 20% for 20 seconds. Okay. So she heals, but she also provides buff, which works like heavy attack, which means like you hold the mouse or something. I think that's, yeah, heavy attack. And then you get a damage boost for 20 seconds. Does it stack? If it stacks, it will be way too broken. I can just spam my heavy attack like 5 times and then my character would be really cracked.
Which is 20% attack if you just press E, which is a very good value, to be honest.
E.
So you just press E, switch to another character, and then you use it. And
I thought the heavy attack was like holding.
This character have is that she prevents you from getting one-shot. Especially if you are doing hard content, this will kinda help. And I do agree.
Wait, what? Hold on. Verina actually like provides you from getting one shot. Like
if you are doing hard content,
Verina protects a party member from 1 fatal damage and grants a shield over 10 seconds with energy equal to 120% of Verina's attack. This can be triggered 1 time every 10 minutes. That's kind of like a condition there, but protects a party member from getting one shot is quite a big deal. It's like Bailu from HSR, where you can revive or something like that. Except that this is not revive, this is like a protection. Wow.
One shot, especially if you are doing hard content, this will kinda help. And I do agree that the character is good, by the way. But I have 3 things that I wanna say because it's kind of early to say all of these things since the game didn't come out yet and we only tried the beta. So even my words aren't 100% right, but I'm gonna give you the other perspective so people can be prepared for that. First, the character is a healer, and almost the healers every time in any gacha game, the standard healer always falls off. Even if they stay valuable, kind of, they're not gonna be the most broken character. People say,
you know what's the best thing of the healer and buff? So as a Genshin and Honkai Star Rail player, I found that for Honkai Star Rail, Harmony characters stands for buff characters, and in Genshin, buff characters and healing character, and you can imagine like Bennett. Bennett has been out for really long and he's still viable on so many teams, and as well as like Harmony characters in Honkai Star Rail. They works like every team, right? And they age very well and they age so good, and to this day, like everybody still use them, right? So that is a really good thing for buff. But Verina here, she's not just buffing, but she's also giving support. And that gives so much more value. So like it's like Bennett from the G game.
Verina does damage. Okay, she doesn't do that much damage, guys. Even if
Yeah, it's
she does
understandable.
some damage, in terms of damage, she's gonna be power capped. That's not a problem. I don't think so many people.
I don't see like a buff slash healer getting power creep by damage would be a problem because they were made to be a healer, to be a buff for your team overall. So I don't see that her damage would be great. And it doesn't matter if her damage get overpowered by the other because she's not made like as an DPS.
Are debating that, but for the people that are, she's not. Now the second thing is she doesn't always just prevent you from getting one shot. This effect does occur once every 10 whole minutes. Like this is
Yeah, it's
bad.
okay. It's a
Okay,
condition.
I don't know why they put it at 10 minutes. So I know it's a very powerful buff, but 10 minutes is insane to be honest. Like nobody is gonna wait for that. I'm just gonna be real. The third thing is, come on, it's a 20% attack. In the future, we will get characters that don't scale with attack. We will get dedicated buffers, so the teams will probably be a buffer and a healer and a main DPS. And I will assume that the limited banner buffers will be better than her and the limited banner healer will be better than her.
Yeah,
so
that's
long-term,
just
I
exactly.
disagree if this character will be the best character in the game for a long time. But if we talk short term, I think that she's good if you want to reroll for her, but I don't think that Kalsharo is so behind because
Yeah, okay. Well, the thing is, because the game currently is not having a good healer or buffer, that's what I'm assuming, because it's the first version of the game. So it wouldn't have a limited banner buff character or healer character. I'm pretty sure that they will make a character that would be like exactly for healing, or a character for exactly for buffing, or a character that's like a hybrid of buffing and healing at the same time. Those characters, when they're in limited banner, they have so much more value, and they would definitely release it in like in no time, right? So Verina will get overpowered, but it doesn't mean that she's not usable because she's in a standard banner. I'm pretty sure she's from standard banner. She will be really good for new players and really good for us player that is like start the game like from early, because we will have so much easier time to go through everything. And that's absolutely cool. I'm actually glad that they like left Verina in a standard banner, so it's much more like achievable.
to be honest, getting this character early is gonna help you progress so easily. Because
Yep,
I tried all
exactly.
of these characters except for Encore. You can reroll for Kalcharo
Encore?
because he will be a very good choice, especially if you will skip Jian. If you will skip the first 5-star character in the game, so you can get Yelin, which is, come on, most people are gonna do it. Kakarot will be a very good choice
Yeah, I
for
can
you.
get
But
that.
I by no means say that Verina is bad. I'm just saying that she's not as good as people say, and she's not gonna be that good in the future. But let me talk in general about meta takes in Wuthering Waves, especially early on. We cannot be 100% sure about everything, but we have to consider the early game stage in the game, because metas will change a lot. In 1.0, the tier list will be very different than 1.1. This happens in
Yeah.
every single game. So
Yeah.
try to not take tier lists as face value and they're right, and then go to the content creator that made this tier list after a version and say, oh, the character is now bad, it's your fault, you made this, you made that. No, content creators in the end are
The characters, they don't go bad. Basically, it's just that there are much viable options that you could use for the longer you play the game. Of course, the longer you play the games, the harder the content will be, and the requirements will be really big for your team setup. So a character like from the top tier, like new characters flow in and they drop down, that's an absolutely normal thing in the tier list.
just giving their opinion and their analysis as I'm doing right now, and you have to expect some mistakes and some things to change because now it's centered to early game. And for example,
Yep.
people said that don't use Alto, this character is bad, if you got this character you don't have to play the game.
Really?
And to be honest, I think this is bullshit. I played with Alto a lot, the character isn't bad.
Wait, hold on, really? Guys, if any of you guys have like an analyzed auto or playing a closed beta 2, Is he bad? He looks kinda cool. I'm pretty sure he also has his own Resonator showcase. But is he really that bad that people actually say like, oh god, he's horrible, like don't use him? Really?
Bad. The character can do some good things. He has a taunt which makes the game easier a lot against bosses. He basically just can run around and let the boss hit another thing. It just makes the game easier for some time. I mean, he's not gonna be long-term good. Maybe he doesn't have an insane damaged long-term, which is, by the way, not proven yet, but he's still viable. But sometimes some things are obvious. For example, Dungeon. She's a very good 4-star DPS that
is she a
very
shooter?
fun and her
No, she's not a
damage is
shooter.
insane, and she will be good for at least
She's
3
damage
versions.
dealer.
At least this character is very good, we can all say that, but in the same time we do not know how Kuro Games will treat the characters. Will we get so much power creep in the game? If we will get so much power creep in Wuthering Waves, and I hope that we don't, so many characters will be not viable now. But if they do
If they have something to treat all characters when they get power creep like Honkai Star Rail. So basically, you know, if you play Honkai Star Rail, you would know Herta and Himiko. They get crazy power creep to the point like no one wants to use them until they release an endgame content, another endgame mode, which was the pure fiction. And it requires Herta and Himiko every single stage. Every single stage because they are just that good in that mode, right? So the thing with Genshin is when the character get power creep, the game gets harder, and then the old characters, for example, Diluc, he's not exactly like unusable, but he's just not very great to use for nowadays contents in the G game. But if they are doing it like HSR, it would be super fantastic. Like there would be a mode like would be required to use, oh, this character that we get boost for this mode, and if you use it you will have so much easier time, and that's when the character like they get used again like that. It's just that great. Or they could somehow do like a buff for the characters after like for a long while. So I came from like a Dragon Ball Legends game. It's also a gacha game. The thing with them is they Zenkai awaken old characters, which mean they basically rework on the kits, like makes the kits much more better to use, so they could stand up to the standard nowadays, like for the new meta and new characters, like they can still stand and people still use them, and that is a really good thing. And if Kuro Game does that, that's
to
awesome.
balance the game, the old characters will stay good, but in the same time this game is more of the skill-based game, to be honest. Yes, the better the character, the better it becomes, but especially if you're focused on some combat things, the game heavily relies on your mechanical skill, to be honest. And this is a very good thing, which can lead to say that so many characters will be viable in this game and will depend on how you play them. And that's basically my take. I'm not sure we uploaded 2 videos today. Anyway, thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Let's try to hit 10K as soon as possible. Peace, boys.
Okay, so Verina apparently is like the most valuable character in the game right now, I assume, because buffer and healer is always very great. I don't know about which character does the most damage. For damage character, they will fall off, but for healing buffing character, it will take them a very long time to get power creep by another buffer slash healer, right? So I guess it's true that we should probably get Verina, but I'm not gonna try to like re-roll to get Verina because I'm gonna try to like start like fresh, like me, just one account, my account only, and then just hop in and smack them. If I die, I die. Like I get more experience from that. Like I stand up, oh, I know how it works now, so and then I hop in and keep battling it until I get the victory. I don't need like exactly have to get like a Verina. It's all fine. But yeah, what do you guys think about Verina and the meta that is upcoming when the game releases? Because I'm really hyped. I'm really excited. Also, which DPS is the strongest? I heard that the guy like what's his name? Caro or something like that. It was the white haired guy with like the thing on his head, straight over his head. I heard that he's quite strong. I don't know if that's true. I don't know about Yinlin or the dragon spear dude. But yeah, let me know what you guys think, or like which characters is strong, so I would get like an early information, so when I hop in the game I would have like a goal to set for myself, so I would have much easier time for the game. But alright, well, like always, like the video, subscribe, and I'll catch you guys on the next video, and peace out!